What's up, guys? PFC Morrow here again.
11 million Mad Juice here as well for our first Nuketown Zombies map.
We had a little problem with audio in our last couple of videos, and it seems that I fixed that, so you will be able to hear us 100% better, which is a good thing from now on. And in this video, we're going to just show you a couple tips to help you stay alive longer, to last some longer rounds. We started playing and started the recording process at round 10. You know, just to skip through the boring rounds and get you straight to what you need to know.
This tactic will work in just about any zombies map, except for Die Rise, just for the fact that it's a really compact map and there isn't really much room to move around. If you find an open space, you'll be able to do it, but it's kind of hard if you're walking through the hallways. You can't really run a train in that.
Now, as you can see, we're playing split screen together on the same TV, so you can see both sides of the map where this works. I'm on the top side, I'm in the back of the greenhouse, and Mad Juice in the back of the yellow house. And basically, you just run around circles around an object so that you can pretty much make them circle you.
This works. You can do it in the middle of the map too. Say you have 3 players. You're going to run 3 players, have them run in the circle around that truck, have them run this little loop that I'm taking down there on the bottom screen, go around there, and if you have 4 players, have 1 run around the bus and 1 run around the truck. That seems to work really well. And as you can see, that we don't try not to unlock those. Try not to unlock the top steps in your backyard so they can't jump down there. I unlocked that just to check and see if there was a perk up there.
So it's pretty much the whole gameplay is of me and Mad Juice running around in circles. It's pretty boring, but if you want to rank up in zombies or something like that, you know, this is what you gotta do.
This tactic works very well in just about everything.
I mean, I've seen all the top zombie players that are on YouTube, and they use this same tactic, so I mean, I've just applied it to what I do, and I found it works very well. So
The side that PFC Morrow's on is kind of a harder side because you really don't have any different spots to go. As on my side, you have the rock. You can take different turns and get some of the zombies to get caught on that rock so you can't get completely swarmed. One of the bad things to do is if you're running this train, you're not going to want to, if there's a fire sale, unless you know there's not that many zombies left, do not go after the fire sale. If you watch later on the video, you'll see me going after a fire sale and I'll get trapped. That kind of sends us on our downfall. A good thing to do is, if you run the train, you're going to hoard points. You're going to have a bunch of points to spend. If you watch later on the video, I'll have somewhere near to 20,000 points, and he'll have about 15,000 points. What you want to do is get yourself 2 good weapons, the ray gun preferably, and like an SMG, LMG, sorry. A glue works really good. Pack-a-punch, even though the sight on it's not very good. But a hammer preferably, and a ray gun. And once you get to a higher round, you're going to want to try to get a crawler and go to the box and try to get monkeys, because there's really nothing really to spend your money on that much, just because the perks will drop later on in the game. If you keep going to that scoreboard over there, if you look there, it'll have the population count, and once that gets to 0, a new perk will drop.
Well, you also have to watch the clock too, because it's got to, every time you hit 0, it'll tick down 1, and once it hits 0, that's when it drops. So it's like every 300.
And the perks that drop are the Juggernaut, Speed Cola, Double Tap,
and Quick Revive.
And then the Pack-a-Punch will drop. Most of the time, the Pack-a-Punch will drop early on. Sometimes you'll get it later on in the game, but most of the time it'll drop early on.
You can see the fire sale. What you want to do is, if you're running trains, is in my backyard, it has two possible boxes, and you just get one and then run to the other box, start it, and run back to the box that you first opened to check it. If you want that, you take it. If not, run to the other box you opened, and see what you got. Like, for me, the monkeys came out of my second box when I ran back over there, so I took those, of course, because you'll need those if someone goes down or if you're about to get trapped.
And another good thing is if you get the ballistics knife, if you've played zombies before in the past, you know that if you pack a punch a ballistics knife, if you shoot your partner with the ballistics knife while he's down, he will instantly be revived. That's kind of a good thing, but if you're running trains and if you have quick revive, there's really no need in wasting a space. Unless you're playing on a different map that has like mule kick, where you can have 3 weapons, and then that's pretty much a necessity if you want to do that. Keeps you going pretty long.
In this map, you do not want to go for wall weapons. They're pretty much useless. The only thing you want to do is, once you have enough points racked up and you really don't have anything to spend it on, you can open the middle truck and you can get claymores and semtexes. Those are really useful. I like to plant them in the building. So if I'm getting overrun or he dies and I start to run out of my building, my train will follow me into the claymores and get killed, and I won't get overrun once I'm there. And the one thing you also need to watch out for is if when he goes down and you run to your partner's building, there will be his train coming out of that building.
So one of the things you're going to want to do is try to get the train to go around. If I'm in the building, say I'm in the building and I go down, you're going to want to run to the building that your partner's at, get his train to come outside, and then have them wrap around one of either the bus or the truck so you can have time to go run in there and save them. Another good thing is if you go down and you have a ray gun, make sure you stand where you can look inside that door, so if your train comes, you can fire into there and give your partner a little extra time to revive you. This tactic can help you go really far in the game. You can get pretty high levels. It starts getting harder when you start getting swarmed. Another good tactic is if you're running through underneath of the balcony, if you see a slow crawler or a slow moving zombie, you're going to want to take that out because they could throw you off, because they'll move really slow and they'll step in your path and sometimes block you, and if your train's running after you, if you get blocked, you're pretty much screwed. And try to stay away from the door when you're running your train, because you'll get caught on that ledge and you pretty much have nowhere to go.
And if you'll see later on in the video, if you stick around, that there was actually 2 times where both of us had gotten caught, or maybe it was me twice, but I had gotten caught in the door the moment the other one of us got the nuke, whatever, the nuke thing, and it blows up right as one of us gets trapped, and all of them die instantly. So we got really lucky a few times from that.
If you're trapped in a corner and somebody gets the nuke, you're not gonna die even if they're swinging at you. You'll stay alive because the nuke's still in effect. So, but zombies will, if they spawn after the nuke drops, because there's such a mass of zombies on the map, they are not affected by the nuke, so they could run after you and get you. But the ones that are on the map as of the nuke, they will die.
And if you do go down and your partner manages to get over to your area and pick you up, get a crawler, and if, depending on your money situation, you want to have Juggernaut. That's a necessity on this map, because
Juggernaut is the #1 perk. Always go for that first. Just because it's 4 hits instead of 2, and sometimes when you're running around the corners, they can lay 2-3 hits on you and you'll still be able to survive. As you can see, we're looking in there. I'm pretty sure we're about to go buy that. I think he's going to pack a bunch of stuff. It might be later on, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I don't think our 3rd perk, Speed Cola, comes around round 16, and it spawned in the garage. And then in round 18, I believe, is when our Quick Revive spawned.
Never go for the garage perk unless you have a crawler, because you can get trapped in there and they'll jump through the back door and they'll crawl underneath. So it's pretty much, unless you have a crawler, do not go for that unless it's a Juggernaut.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, it's not too much more to talk about other than just let you watch and see how we run around in circles, I guess. I mean, that's about it.
Pretty much self-explanatory.
So, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Insta-kill!